Hi, 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 good morning. It's Saturday. How exciting for some, how not so exciting for others if you've got to work today or if it's just another day. Because, it is sort of just another day. Anyways, right away we go off on a tangent. We start talking about randomness. Okay, how you treat me is how I treat me. Okay, here's this one. Have you been treated poorly by someone? Have you been treated poorly by someone? Have you? Do you have an accident claim? I sound like an infomercial there. Have you been treated poorly by someone? The odds are you have. You absolutely have. Have you been treated consistently poorly by someone? Are you consistently attracting people into your life that have a consistent theme of treating you poorly or whatever it might be? Now, here's the thing. You can't control how somebody treats you. You can't control how they react to you, whatever. You can't do that. You can't. They are who they are, and they are the sum of their life's experiences and their conditioning and whatever. They are who they are, and how they react to you is how they react to you, and that's on them. However, how they treat you is on you to an extent, because it's whether or not you allow them to treat you that way. Okay? And that's where your boundaries come in. That's really what this conversation is about. It's just about your boundaries. If somebody treats you poorly, right, and you allow them to continue to treat you poorly, it's a reflection of how you treat yourself, or how much value or worth you see in yourself, how you value yourself, really, but how you treat yourself as well. So if you constantly have this negative self-talk, even if it's in the back of your head and you don't realize it because you might not be aware of it. I was not aware of how negative I was to myself until I started my health and fitness journey. And I really had to start focusing on why am I constantly ripping into myself? I'm losing weight and I'm feeling so much better, but I'm still constantly why are you why isn't this fit, or why are you fat, or wow, look at my stomach, or look at my butt. It's a normal thing. It takes a lot to decondition that, because it's everywhere. It's throughout society. It's oh, you should look like this, and you should wear this, and look at all these models, and look at okay, we're not even going off on a side tangent. However, let's get back to the point. If you have this negative self-talk, if you have these negative cycles and these negative thoughts, and you're constantly making those remarks oh, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe, why are you eating this? Or, oh, I can't believe this doesn't fit anymore. Oh, look at those rolls. Or, oh, my butt is so crinkly here from all the stretch marks. If you're constantly having this negative talk in your head towards yourself, that's normal. That's your normal state. That is your normal state. And if that is your normal state, why would that not be the normal state, or the normal expectation, or the standard for how you let other people talk to you too? So maybe you will tolerate, and maybe you won't tolerate it, but maybe you have somebody that says something mean to you, and it might piss you off, and it might make you sad, whatever. And you might have that, I don't like this, but it might be you just might let it slide. Maybe you forgive it too easily because it is that normal for you to hear it from yourself. So you're oh, well, I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. But in the back of your head, subconsciously, you're well, I am kind of, yeah, these pants do make me look fat because I could lose 10, 15 pounds. Or, yeah, these pants do make me look fat because my ass is really big and I hate it. It's, if that's the standard in your head, even if you don't like what somebody says to you, you might let it slide. You might let them continue to do that. And you might even tell them, I don't like hearing that. And they might go back and they might say, okay, I'm not going to say that anymore. But then they repeat that pattern because that's just who they are. And they truly aren't willing to change, but they're just going to pull back a little bit on occasion when you call them on their shit. You're going to continue to let that happen, right? So how somebody treats you is how you treat you. It's a reflection of how you treat you, of the standard that you're letting them treat you, right? When you work on treating yourself better, then that standard goes up. And it's not that somebody won't come at you and they won't call you fat if they think that you're fat, or they won't say why the fuck are you wearing skinny jeans? Skinny jeans are no longer in, apparently. Fuck, if I knew that. Apparently I do know that. Apparently I do know that, but I'm still gonna wear them. I don't care. But if somebody comes at you and they say something and they're but your standard for how you treat yourself and who you are and how much respect and love you have yourself is up here, then that person, you're gonna just be oh, okay, I don't like what you're saying, but you can fuck off. And then they have two choices. They can either fuck off and they can go away and they can find somebody else to abuse or whatever. And like eventually they're going to be put on a path, hopefully, where they will grow out of that and they will see what they're doing to other people is also a reflection of how they treat themselves. Big can of worms there, right? Like everything just spirals like that. However, they have two options. They will either fuck off or they will step up and they will treat you better. And they will say, wow, this person really doesn't like that. I'm going to work on being a better person because I value this person and I respect this person's relationship, friendship, whatever. That's all. That's all it is. Two options. You level up or you fuck off. You level up or you fuck off. But that is up to you. That is up to you first to level up. You have to level up and you have to level yourself up. You have to level up so people can level up with you. You have to treat yourself better. You have to love yourself more. You have to respect yourself. You have to speak to yourself more kindly. Even if you, again, we're going to keep going back to health and weight loss because that was a big chunk of my self-love journey and all of that stuff. And it wasn't that I lost weight. Again, it was more about respecting the process, respecting myself through the process, respecting myself at all sizes and all of these things. And that's what it comes down to. It is not that, I feel I'm fat now, so I'm gonna love myself when I'm 10 pounds down. No, like I might not be healthy right now. I might not love the way that I look right now, but I do love who I am, and I'm gonna take care of myself because I want to feel better. And then you can level up from there. You level up from feeling better, not from hitting these goals and doing things like that, right? Anyways, okay, how you treat me is how I treat me. It is a direct reflection of what you allow into your life because that's really how you feel about yourself. So take a look at what you allow. Take a look at what you tolerate. Take a look at what your boundaries are. And it doesn't mean that you have to start like freaking out and putting, boundary here, boundary there, boundary there. You don't have to freak out. You just have to observe. Just observe. Just observe. And as stuff starts to come towards you, as people come towards you, as situations happen, as life unfolds, you just respond. Just respond. Just respond to whatever situation comes your way and say like, oh yes, I like being treated this way, or oh no, I don't like being treated this way. And oh, why is it that I don't like being treated this way? What's bothering me about this? And then you look at that and then you kind of can explore that. And how do I treat myself when it comes to that? How do I feel about myself? Like, why is it that this is happening, and where do I need to grow? Where do I need to draw my boundaries? Or maybe you're putting up too hard of a boundary, and maybe that's something that you need to explore too, because there's always flip sides to the coin. There's always the flip side to the coin. It's like those 16-sided dice I keep bringing over. That's what it is. There's so many different sides and angles to it. You just have to explore it. But in the end, you will know what feels good, what feels right, and what doesn't feel good, and what doesn't feel right. So if somebody's constantly treating you like shit, there's something there to explore. And again, it doesn't mean that you just like punch somebody in the face and say, you're an asshole, even if they are. And we all love to do that sometimes, right? Like, it's okay. You can be spiritual and still want to punch people in the face. It doesn't mean that. It just means you need to explore yourself. Explore yourself. Why do you allow that? And what is it that you have going on inside you in terms of an internal dialogue that makes you think that it's okay or draws these people toward you, right? What do you need to do? Because that's all you can do. You can't control what anybody else does. All you can do is control what you do, right? So that's what happens. They fuck off or they level up, but you have to first level up yourself. You have to love yourself, respect yourself, take care of yourself, do all of these things, and then all the good things will align with that, and all the really shitty things will fall away. And good things aligning, again, those people that you're worried about losing, if they walk away, they walk away, and good riddance, that's good. You don't need people draining you or sucking you dry or, like saying all this negative stuff and creating all this hostility and blah in your life. You don't need that, right? If they choose to level up, that's a completely different story. You can work with that. You don't have to shut people out and say, you're an asshole now, which means you're an asshole forever, because you might also be an asshole now. It doesn't mean that you are an asshole forever. I used to be an asshole. I'm not an asshole forever. I've learned, I've grown, I've looked at my toxicity. I might still be super toxic to some people, and that's another conversation for another day. Everybody has toxic traits. It just depends on who you bump into and how that toxicity resonates and like what comes up. That's all it is. Collisions and stuff comes up, and then you look at the stuff that comes up and you say, okay, let's look at this puzzle and figure out more about who I am. Good times, right? A lifetime of self-exploration, but it does feel really, really good. You can feel lighter, you can feel happier, and you can just feel inner peace because it comes to understanding. You don't have to fix yourself in one day or overnight. Just understand yourself and take little steps towards being better. Just being better. Okay. Have an amazing Saturday. That was a good one. That felt really good. The words just like vomited out of my mouth. I wanted to say flu, but you know me, I like to be kind of gross and weird, so vomit is a much better thing to say at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, right? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Vomit, vomit, vomit. All right. 5:50 now. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go dance. I'm still doing this dance workout. I love it, and I'm getting so much better at it, and I cannot dance. Like I took ballet, I think, for a couple of years when I was 2 or 3 years when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it, but like throughout my entire like teenage and adult life, no dancing. I can't dance. 2 left feet. Total 2 left feet. So I'm really enjoying that. Total step out of my comfort zone. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. Have a great day. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. Set your standards higher for yourself. Treat yourself better, and all the good things will come into your life. Okay? Awkward sign off. Okay, bye.